Hello everybody, BigAl here once again. This one's going to be a quick one today because, honestly, there really isn't much I can add to this, and I know I'm late to the party with this Stefonknee nonsense, but, I know I'm late to the party, but, I feel like, well, let's face it, I want to jump on the fucking bandwagon, because, they seem to be the popular topic as of now, and, it's just, this is fucking crazy, man. But I'm going to be honest, I don't really have much to add to this that other people haven't said already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, so I'm going to post some links to videos that have probably said their piece on this horse shit better than I could have, but I'm still going to give you my perspective on the matter as someone who actually does have trans friends, who has friends who are part of the LGBT group, and most importantly, aren't using that to their advantage, being a giant fucking deranged attention whore. Now, for those who are in the dark about what this Stefonknee business is about, basically summed up, it's about a 46-year-old man who now goes by the name of Stefonknee. And no, not Stephanie as in how you would normally pronounce it, Stephanie. Stefonknee as in Stefonkne. So it looks like Stefan and then knee. And oh my god, like, where do I even fucking begin? Like, and here's the thing. I know some people are going to be like, oh my god, respect their pronouns, but I'm not going to. You want to know why? Because I truly believe that this person is not transgender. No way in fucking hell is this person transgender. And I will refuse to acknowledge whatever special pronouns they want. So yeah, 46-year-old man becomes a transgendered woman, leaves his entire family behind. Leaves behind a wife and 7 kids. Now, to be fair, nowhere is mentioned the ages of these kids. They could be in their late teens, for all I know. But the point is, he left a family because of this. And just for clarity, I'm not going to show any footage of the interview that was given with Stefonknee, because I don't want my channel to go 6 feet under. So for now, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. This is just a ramble, but you'll be able to see it in the videos that I'm supplying. But long story short, I don't buy any of it. Like, he talks about how, I'm trans, I'm a trans woman, my gender is queer, I'm queer, like throwing the word queer out like crazy. Like, so what are you? Are you transgendered? Are you genderqueer? Like, what the fuck's going on? And then the interviewer asks him, well, what's your life like now? And he's like, well, my life is super. I have an adoptive mommy and daddy, and I'm their 6-year-old daughter now. And I'm like, hold on a second, what? When this story first started, at first I was like, okay, a transgendered woman leaves a bigoted family. Alright, fine. Because, I like to think that I'm a very tolerant person. Despite me being an asshole about certain things regarding feminism and gender, I like to think that I am a tolerant and accepting person. Because I have friends from all kinds of walks of life. And really, nothing bothers me or shocks me anymore. So, imagine my surprise when this supposedly transgendered woman says, oh, by the way, I also identify as a 6-year-old girl and I play with children. Like, what the fuck? I mean, okay, the thing that caught me off guard about that admission was that this is played off in the video. Remember, Stefonknee is part of the Transgender Project in Canada, so this is all supposed to be taken completely super duper 100% seriously. Like, the thing that caught me off guard in the interview is that when he says this, the music didn't just stop with a record scratch and then Evanescence Wake Me Up Inside doesn't start playing, because I thought this was a fucking joke. Like, this is almost like, it's almost like a skit out of Saturday Night Live, right? Where, it starts out all inspirational, I'm a trans woman, and I left my family, they were being bigots, but I started a new family, and I also identify as a 6-year-old girl, and I play with children. That's where the laugh track would be. That's where the laugh track would be, and that's where the music suddenly stops and changes into, like, fucking Bulk and Skull music or something. But no, this is supposed to be taken as 100% super serious, that we're supposed to just sit there and accept this. And no, fuck that. Like, I can accept the whole I'm a transgendered woman thing. I can accept that. But then you tell me that you're also a 6-year-old little girl who likes to play with children. Like, if we're really going to take this as far as it's going to be taken, it's only a matter of time before Stefonknee wants to start playing doctor. And, like, this guy claims that, I'm 6 years old, I'm a 6-year-old girl, but he had, he routinely makes out with older men, routinely, like, he talked about how he likes to make out with the big burly truckers, and he also has, he also runs a plow company. He works as a plow driver. So, you're gonna say you're a 6-year-old girl, but you're gonna, I don't want to be a grown-up. I don't want to be a grown-up. I've reverted back to my 6-year-old self. Then why do you have a job? Why are you kissing older people? Why, if you're gonna be this fucking delusional, at least play along with the delusion. And the biggest plot twist comes from after the interview was done. Like, after I saw this, I'm like, I bet you any money this is just some cross-dressing dude with an age play kink, and he wants to be a victim, so he's gonna call himself transgender. And what do you know it? This entire thing is just some sexual kinky setup. The family, like, the supposed adopted mommy and daddy that he talks about, found him on a fetish site. And obviously, I'm not going to show the video here, but footage here. But there's photos of him wearing, like, kinky sex collars and wearing bondage, and there's a SoundCloud out there that's on Harmful Opinions video where he talks about how his adoptive daddy fucked him in the ass, but he must have used a lot of lube because he didn't feel anything. It's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting that this is played off as a legitimate transgendered thing. And it's even more disgusting that he's allowed around children. And don't get me wrong, normally I wouldn't give a shit. He's an adult, he can do whatever the hell he wants. Like, I can even put aside the fact that he completely abandoned his family because they didn't get with his kink. I could just push that aside, like I said. He's an adult, he can do what he wants. But the fact that, one, this is being brought up as a legitimate LGBT success story, where he's a real 100% transgendered woman, and the fact that he's allowed around children for this shit, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that this is allowed to happen. And it's even more unbelievable that people support this shit. Like, for God's sake, there has to be a line that even the most liberal motherfucker has to draw for this. And say, you know what? This is fucked up. I'm out. There has to be a line. Like, you hear transgender woman. Okay, fine with that. Left their entire family because they were bigoted and didn't accept that they were transgender. Okay, fine. Whatever. So they live with a mommy and daddy to fulfill their role-playing kinky fantasy. All right, fine. He's an adult and he can do what he wants. Oh, and he also pretends to be a 6-year-old girl and plays with little children. You know what? I'm out. Fuck this shit. Goodbye, everybody. I'll remember you all in therapy. And you know what? I know there's going to be some people out there that are going to be pissed off at me and say things like, how dare you refer to Stefonknee as a she? She's brave. She's wonderful. She's stunning. And it's like, you know what? Fuck off. What do you think's the bigger offense here? Me refusing to buy into this delusional twit's fantasies by referring to him as a her? Or the fact that he's allowed to go through with these delusional fantasies with children? What's the bigger issue here? But I can take some solace and breathe a sigh of relief knowing that there are plenty of trans people who are speaking out against this ridiculous shit. Mainly, most of my friends. You see, like I said before, I have friends who are transgendered. A shitload of friends who are transgendered. They go through the motions. They experience the heartbreak. They know what it's like to be trans. You know? And it's not fun. It's not this glamorous fucking lifestyle that people would like you to believe. It's not. You know, being transgendered is not, you know what, I'm going to be a girl today even though I'm a guy. Or vice versa. Because I find that to be just fucking neato. That's not what fucking being transgendered is about. It's a struggle. You lose friends, you lose family, you get bullied. It's not this glamorous bullshit that people would like you to believe it is. I mean, listen to the interview with Stefonknee. He makes it sound like it's this amazing thing. Like, oh boy, I can be who I want. I can play pretend as much as I want. It's not playing pretend, you jackass. That's not what being transgendered is. You know what it is? You're just pissed off that your wife doesn't like you cross-dressing and pretending that you're a little girl. So you left behind an entire family because you're a selfish prick. That's what this is about. And you want to make your wife and kids to look like the bad guy. Because you have a fucking victim complex. And again, like I said in the beginning, it's crazy that this guy is being accepted as a transgendered person. When, as I've said before, it's all just one big sexual kink. That's all this is. And it's disgusting. And that's my final thoughts on the matter. I actually went a little bit longer than I anticipated, but whatever. You guys like to hear me bitch, and I like to bitch. So it all works out in the end. Well, if you don't hear from me within a week or so, then you guys have a very Merry Christmas, very Happy Holidays, whatever you guys celebrate. This has been Big Al, over and out.